Yo, yo, yo! I heard you snap at that last part. Bang it!
Somebody's got to keep the rhythm.
Gong. That's right. Amber doesn't trust it. She said, "Who's ready to get a Sega Saturn game?"
No.
Sticky Bricks, what's up, man? So Sticky Bricks, my friend Sticky Bricks went to a church convention this past weekend, and I think it was this past weekend, and they like called him up on stage and showed his YouTube in front of all these people. So that's pretty cool. If you guys get a chance to check him out, cool. He does he does like Lego animation, really good stuff. Grailbound Gaming, what's up, man? Good to see you, man. Are you going to be at Siege, Grailbound? I think you said you weren't, but I can't remember. Arkansas Picker said we need to go live, or he's throwing rocks through my window. He must be here. I'll be seeing him in a few days. Bryce, what's going on, man? Good to have you in. Dean, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming in. I do. Is it loud? My bad. I'm sorry. Hold on. All right, tell me, can you still hear it?
No.
Okay.
There for a minute, it sounded like you were outside.
No, it's just the fan. It gets really hot in here. So, we live in a thin-walled trailer, and the sun, like all these windows, everything's over here, and the sun just beats down in the house, and we have the air conditioner high, but it gets so hot in this house. Our rooms, with the fans on and blowing the air vents around, it's okay, but in the house, I mean, for me, it's hot. Most people would probably think it's okay, but what's up, Blockles?
I like it cool too.
Yeah, I can't stand the heat. I'm just gonna be honest. Which be talking a little bit about this. I don't know if you know, Immaresellit does a lot of stuff in Thailand, and Thailand is hot. Their winter is hot. Their winter is like 90 degrees. So
wow.
But he's, for all of you that are coming in and wanting to see him, he'll be on in just a minute. We're gonna hit up a few things first. The first, what matters most, first and foremost, as you guys know, is my faith. I actually watched some really cool stuff this week that really challenged me and really helped me get to the point of the central point of just trusting in Jesus more so than just me trying to achieve, right standing with God. So with that being said, I think one of the things that happens with a lot of people is they see a Christian, or they might see maybe just rules, and they don't understand all the, the legality, like, well, why am I supposed to do this? Why am I supposed to do that? And a lot of times we don't do a very good job portraying what Christ really did, is that he paid the price for us. It wasn't us doing something to receive his love towards us, or his forgiveness towards us. Or we live a double standard life, and people say, well, why do I need that? So it can go both ways. But what separates the faith that I believe in Christ is that Christ died for us when we could do no good. All of our good that we try to do is achieved for a personal gain. It can be it still doesn't cleanse us, absolve us from sin, because we've all sinned and all come short of the glory of God. But Christ came to die for us that we could be forgiven if we put our faith and trust in him. And that's where he's most pleased, is when we just trust in him, not our own self, because we'll constantly fail, but he'll never fail us. And so you find yourself always trying to, well, I'm trying to find my spirituality. I'm trying to find where I fit. And, he paid the price. He did it for us that we would be forgiven of our sins if we put our faith and trust in him. And all the stuff about growing and not doing certain things and living a certain way, all that comes from him transforming you, and your heart and mind begins to change. And I could talk about that forever and ever, but I tried for many years trying to put off an image, I had everything figured out. When myself, I just didn't. And I wasn't trusting in God like I said I was. And now I'm still learning how to do that, but I realized it wasn't my own works. So that is the gospel. He died for you. He paid the price for you. And if you put your faith and trust in that and in him, and he will cleanse you, forgive you of all unrighteousness, and he will make you a new creature. And with that being said, I'm also in the flesh. I'm becoming a new creature. I'm losing a lot of weight. So it's a little different than spiritual. But I am losing weight. If anybody's following, I'm down 20 something pounds. And we'll see. I should be down 25 pounds tonight. And so I'm going to sign in really quick, guys. And before we bring, what is Saturn? Steve just said, where do I go for free Saturn game? He just said it on my phone, but I don't see him in the chat. But yeah, so let me sign in really quick, and then we're going to bring Shagun in from the channel Immaresellit. But let's go ahead, and this way I can show you how much I weigh. Oh, there he is. He said, I want my Saturn game. I don't know if you saw that. Okay, Immaresellit saw it. Grailbound Gaming said, hey, let's see. All right, let me sign in, guys. And it's going to probably get a little feedback at first. Did I send that? I sent that to both of you, right, Steve? Yeah. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to come in. I'm going to have to step away for a second, like sound-wise, just because it can get kind of loud. It's copying, and then I've got to go to the site. Well, while I'm doing this, Steve, and I'm being a bumbling fool, how's your week been?
Man, it's been awesome. I complained to all you guys on the Discord the other day, or not on the Discord, on GroupMe the other day, about my sales. About my sales, and man, right after I said something to you guys, they started going through the roof.
I saw that. That's awesome, man. That's so awesome. Yeah, the consistency, man, it pays off. All right, here, let me mute this. Okay, I'm on. It's on now, so here we go. Let's pull it up. Let's see. Is that it right there? Oh, I got to enter in the studio. I'm not going to have a name because it's just really quick. Oh, it makes me say a name. Wait. There we go. I'm bringing my name in as wait. All right, here we go. All right, there I am. Is that echoing? All right, I'm going to take this off for a second.
Okay.
We're going to see where I'm at.
That was weird. He waved to himself.
Can you see it? You want to move that light? Yeah. Is that better? Hold on. Is that too bright? All right, there we go.
Can't hold it.
I can't hold it. All right, hold on. I got it. All right, there we go. Okay. Please be. Oh, I got to bring it down to 0. Okay. Oh, I'm so close. That's like point. So I'm right.
What do you mean?
I barely got that. You can sign up. All right, because
at 295 is where you needed to be, right?
Yeah, hold on, let me sign out of here. Yeah, I needed to be at 295, but it was 295.4, so I was cutting it close.
Hey,
ooh,
now that's 295, man.
He said rigged.
That's 295.
That's right. No, I got it. It's just close. I was actually thinking it might have been like half a pound lower, but thanks, man. Thanks.
Yeah.
Low ball offers are never good. So close enough. Steve says rig. Steve wanted the Saturn game from me. Too bad.
I'm 248 today.
Oh, really?
Nice. Down from 280. Down from 285.
Wow. Almost 40 pounds.
Almost
That's
40.
Crazy, man.
Before the week's over, hopefully.
Yeah, just keep at it, man. It's more of a lifestyle thing for me. Well, guys, I know, we said we were supposed to have him on last week, but I had a lot going on. I won't go all into it. I had to take my brother to the hospital for some things, and it's just I had a lot of things on my mind, and I didn't get any video done for last week, so that will be done this weekend. So without further ado, we have Immaresellit, and he's going to take the stage. And well, before we bring him on, I want to say he's like waiting there. Before I bring him on, I wanted to say one of the reasons I wanted to bring him on. I had seen his channel a while back ago, but I hadn't gone to it because you see so many people like in the reselling community. You see different channels pop up. You see people talking, "Hey, I met so and so." So I had seen his stuff, but I never went and checked it out. Finally, I saw a thumbnail, and it was similar. It's a bunch of different thumbnails, and it was about being in Thailand and reselling in Thailand, and that really caught my eye. And I was like, reselling in Thailand, and I knew he wasn't from Thailand. At least I didn't think so. And so I went to it, and it wasn't just this is what caught my eye, because more so than just reselling and collecting, one of the things that really catches me is when people are doing content that is not just grinding at what everybody else is doing. And that's one of the things I like. He was telling a story, and it was involving it kind of sucked you into who he is. So if you haven't checked him out, you need to go check out Immaresellit YouTube channel. It's awesome. And but yeah, so without further ado, here we go. We have him right now, and he's going to have front floor in just a second. How's it going, man?
Good. Thanks for having me in.
Good. Definitely, man.
I'm glad you finally found it. We connected finally.
Yeah, definitely. We've talked on voice chats and text, but now we're finally able to talk live, I guess. MXS Retro, how's it going? Okay, doing good. Good to see you. Well, look, you're going to have the floor, man. So just kind of, if you can just tell everybody who you are, where you're from, kind of what you do, about your channel, just kind of a brief, or whatever you want to share, about obviously your reseller, kind of how you got into that and all that good stuff. So, and I know you got some questions on here. You don't have to go into all those right now. Just kind of tell who you are and all that.
Okay. Yeah. So my name is Shagan. Username, Immaresellit. I've been reselling for 4 years now. And I travel around a lot, and on my channel, I talk about a lot of stuff that I buy. I just got back from Thailand a couple weeks ago. I'm in Vegas right now, hanging out with family, and I'm in Chicago most of the time. So, yeah.
I mean, that is traveling. Vegas, Chicago. So, right on, man. So, you said you have family in Chicago, or you're visiting family in Vegas, but you're in Chicago.
Yeah, I'm in Chicago most of the time, and then I'm in Vegas like 2 times out of the year to visit family, Christmas, and then around this time of the year, mom, brothers, nephew, uncle is out in Vegas, so it's a lot of family out here.
Well, man, then you travel a lot more than I realized. So where do you, if you feel comfortable saying, do you have somewhere you live, or would you say you're kind of like a digital nomad? As you travel around a lot.
No, I have a place that I'm renting in Chicago, so that's kind of permanent. So Chicago, that's where my car is and all my stuff and inventory. So that's still like home base for me.
Well, you must be doing pretty good if you're able to travel that much, because traveling isn't cheap.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find good deals and save money. Especially being in Thailand, you know how cheap it is out there. So,
Oh yeah, yeah.
cost of living.
What is it like?
You probably got a
31.
lot of points.
Oh, travel points. Yeah, air flight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Bowman Games is in the house. What's going on, man? I don't know if you
So
guys have seen.
is your travel recreational, or is it for your job, or what? Are you a full-time reseller?
Yeah, I am a full-time reseller. Lately, it's just been for I guess just lifestyle, because when I do travel, I do work. Like I'm working here in Vegas, and then I was working in Thailand. So it hasn't been a vacation, like a real vacation where I don't work in since last summer, I guess, like last year.
Wow.
But
Cool.
I feel like I work every day with doing reselling in YouTube, pretty much. If it's answering a question on eBay or doing some type of research with YouTube, I feel like it's work, some type of work every single day.
That's right. And YouTube is a lot of work.
You get to write off the travel that way, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Well, I want to ask some. Let me ask, because Steve was just asking you about being, because that's one of the questions was, are you full time or part time? So I think a lot of people miss the opportunity that you're able to freely, like, well, not necessarily freely, but you're able to go and travel, and obviously you're still working, but you're able to go visit places. You can't. You're not just having to be tied down. But I want to ask the logistics side of that, because if you have a lot of inventory in Chicago, how do you do that? Like whenever you're out because obviously you find stuff and sell it, but how do you like keep the two? You have your main inventory back home, and then while let's say you're in Vegas, how long are you in Vegas?
So I've been here like 2 weeks now, and I'll be here until the 5th.
Okay.
Of July.
Okay.
So I guess
like
3 weeks total. Yeah.
So how do you balance that? Like, what do you do whenever you find stuff there? Like, are you finding stuff and selling it, or do you just wait to bring it home? How do you do that?
So there's a fulfillment company I work with, eBliss, based out of Denver. So most of my product I send to them, but it's not. Okay. They can't take everything. It's got to be under 6 pounds. It's got to be bigger than 20 by 14. So I sell a lot of small electronics, video game accessories, stuff like that. And then when I'm outsourcing, depending on if I'm, here in Vegas, Chicago, Thailand, especially in Thailand, I only bought one big item in Thailand. But here in Vegas, I try to buy stuff. Like I bought some of those CRT TVs.
Oh, wow.
I can't ship those to Denver, but I'm pretty sure I can sell them before I leave. I got like a few days, but I'm actually, I got an offer today on one of them. So,
nice.
And if I can't move it, then I'm going to put it on auction. Then hopefully I can move that way. But I try not to buy anything that I can't sell before I leave. But some of my stuff in Chicago, so I guess in Denver, they have about 80% of my inventory. And then the other, I guess, 15% is in like Chicago. And I have bigger items there. And I set my handling time to 40 business days.
Oh, wow.
And what was happening was people were still buying these items.
Wow.
Even though the business days is like, it's 40 business days. So when I get back, I have a few items I need to ship. There are some cancellations, of course, but when I get back, there's some stuff I got to ship. So I try to focus stuff that I can buy, that I can ship straight to Denver, or stuff that I can sell right away.
Because Denver's where you do the fulfilled buy, right?
Yeah, that's where they storage. Yeah, that's where they're based out of.
Didn't you meet Kyle and Lori, Happy Picker and Grumpy Picker? Didn't you
meet them at them?
Okay, she's in the house. Time. Yeah, that's right. That's. I think that's where I had originally seen you there, but I hadn't like gone to your channel. I had just seen you, and I was like, oh, here's another resale. I just didn't know. So, well, thanks for coming in, Lori. Is Kyle with you? Good to see you, by the way. They're super cool, by the way. They're real supportive. They've helped. They sold me some Sega Genesis games for a really good price, pretty much what they paid for it, and for my collection. And they've also helped out whenever, like, whenever I got all this clothes from Steve, they bought a shirt from me from there.
Oh, they're the ones who bought the grumpy shirt.
Yeah, they bought Grumpy Picker. That's right. So that's right. Yeah, he bought the grumpy shirt. So you don't do Amazon though, because you said fulfilled by, but you don't do Amazon.
No Amazon. I'm eBay, Posh, and I've been finally moving towards Mercari. They've got this new offer. I think it's $1 per item, up to $100. So I need to cross list my items over to Mercari, and then I sell on Bonanza and Trugether, which those they're really slow. Like I sold a VCR on Bonanza today, and yeah, maybe once every few weeks I make a sale in there, but it's nice because it's automatic. Everything is synced over, so there's no extra work. It automatically delists from eBay if it sells.
Oh wow! Is it a program you're using, or is it just something they do?
Something they got set up. I just signed up, and then it just synced over. It took a few hours to sync over, and I haven't done any work since. It's automatic, and that's been about 2.5 years that I've been using them.
Oh wow! Well, fans as well.
I didn't know there was a service like that, man.
Yeah, I've seen people use like a I think it wasn't Profit Monsters. Who was it? There was somebody that had a program that you could use, and it would sync all your platforms. We just never used it. I mean, you got to pay.
Yeah.
Do you remember who it was?
Yeah, Vindu and I forget what the other one's called that everybody uses. There's a couple of really popular ones.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I'm talking about his fulfillment company that he works with. I didn't know that. I mean, I knew Amazon did that, but I didn't know there was another company that did that too.
Yeah, what did you say it was called?
So the company is it's called eBliss.
Hustle and Hooks is who else.
And they've been around for about 4 years now, and I've been with them for 3 years.
Interesting.
3 years now. Yeah, 3 years. Great 3 years so far.
I think the one that I'm thinking of is Hustle and Hooks, because they said Z Squared Gaming said that Harry Tornado uses something that will post to multiple sites as well. I've never done it. I don't have a lot of cross listing. In fact, because I am jumping, and I know a lot of some of my followers that like me but don't like the super reselling side. I'm taking the Amazon dive, and I'm taking the dive probably in a few weeks. So whenever I get back from all the conventions, man, I've been looking at it. I'm like, dude, it's going to be way more profitable for me. And tell me about the fulfilled FBA. It's FBA, yeah, because FBM is merchant, and so FBA would be Amazon, but you're not using Amazon, but fulfilled by eBliss, basically. Do you like that? Does that help a lot with like traveling and doing this at the same time?
Oh yeah, I love it. It would be impossible to do this without them, because this is my only source of income, and I can't go leave Chicago for the winter 3-4 months and then not have income coming in. So
exactly, yeah.
And then come to Vegas for a week or two for Christmas and hang out with family. It just wouldn't be it'd be too many orders. Like I'm thinking about before I started using them, I had came to Vegas. I think this was one of the stimulus checks had dropped, and I was only gone for about a week or 5 days, and I'm sure a lot of people had a lot of orders, but when I got home, it was like 60 orders I had to ship.
Goodness.
Which I mean, it was good, but it just took a long time to find all this stuff and stuff that had been listed a while, but impossible to do this without them.
That would be really good. I would really like to. That's one thing I'm looking forward to. Hey, by the way, Happy Picker, I don't know if you've checked out my wife's channel yet. It's the Pick and Preacher Wife. I think you guys will like it, and we support you guys as well. Good to have you on. She said she's on with Paula and Ray's Monday Night Draft, so they're switching in between, checking it out. I know there's a lot of lives that go on Monday nights, pretty much almost every night. Well, let me ask you this. Since we've been talking about Thailand, I'm going to skip ahead to the Thailand part. What made you why did you start traveling to Thailand? Just to visit? Or Like what? Because you said you stay there for like 3 months, right? Something, or 2 months,
Yeah.
something like that.
So the first time I went there, it was just for vacation back in 2022, just for it was a couple weeks, and it was my first time in Asia, and I just loved it. The value of the money, how they treat people, the food, the weather, and at the time, I was that first winter I came to Vegas for 5 or 4 months. I stayed in Vegas, and after that, I was looking at a different option, and I saw that there is markets out there that I can buy electronics.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how I was going to be able to get it back to the U.S., but I was thinking maybe I'll just buy it there and then bring it back because it's so cheap. I was paying like $400 a month for like a semi-luxury high-rise for a condo.
Yeah, it's super cheap staying there.
And even though the quality of stuff I buy over there, it's a lot less, and there's a lot of big things that I don't buy. I'm like, maybe there's a way I could figure this out. So I just so I went there for vacation, and I went back for vacation again, and then I went for the to stay long term last year, 2022, at the end of 2022. So I stayed for 3 months.
Yeah,
and then I stayed again this last winter. And it just worked out again. Very easy to get an apartment over there. You can just sign a lease, put down your security deposit, and they don't ask about job. I guess they figure if you have enough money for the security deposit, they just give you an apartment. It's all furnished, so I don't have to buy any furniture or anything. And it's really beautiful country.
It is. What's up, Wes? Good to have you on, man. I'll be seeing you in a week and a half, I think, something like that. So thanks for coming in. So it wasn't like you were going there for a job, or you were going there for just vacation, and then you're like, man, it's cheap. I could go stay here. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, and the first time I went, I bought some stuff, some Starbucks tumblers and some remote controls, and I'm like, all right, I think I could grind it out here. Let me try it out.
Well, so I wanted to try it. We have a missionary from our church, and now he's back home full time, but he was living there for a few years. Now he goes back occasionally. Like, we're going back in the winter. I'm hoping we can kind of get there around the time you are. I know we're going after Christmas, because that would be really cool if I could swing over to where you are. By the way, if you guys remember me, I've talked about possibly meeting up with another reseller in Thailand. This is him. I'm hoping I can meet up with. It'd be funny if I met you in person in Thailand before America. That would be pretty wild. But anyways, what was I saying? We went to a flea market, and there was, it was wild. There was stuff just like the videos that you do, just stuff everywhere. Now, obviously, like you said, you got to look, and there's lower value items. But I said, I'm just going to see if I can do it. And I was going to make a video of it, but man, I'm horrible about filming. And I filmed a little bit, and then my phone was almost dead. And I was like, oh crap. But my friend Austin, he found, I forget what it's called, but maybe you can help me out, Steve. It's an instrument, and it's this weird. It almost looks like not a mandolin, but like those old medieval type instruments that are really almost like circular, but then it also has keys on it, and it's really expensive. And it was a Japanese one, and then it has random buttons on it, and it looks kind of like a toy, but it's a really expensive instrument. And I guess it looks kind of like a lute, but more digital. That's what Steve said, a lute, but yeah, that it would be kind of that size, or that feel of it. But anyways, he found one, and it sells he paid $10. So what would that be, like 300 baht or something like that?
Yeah.
And it sells for $300 US dollars. And so he just packed it up in his bag, took it home. He said he's going to try to sell it and help fund for his. He hasn't done it yet, but yeah, 300 hurdy-gurdy. I don't think it's that. Maybe that's one of the names. But yeah, $300. So you can definitely find stuff, and the flea markets are really cool. And they have a lot of they have like, don't you go to some of the Japanese flea markets? Or the Japanese branches of stores? You see those come in?
Yeah, the Japanese secondhand stores, which
Yeah,
I
that's what it
found
is.
a really, really good one the last couple weeks I was there. The best one that
Yeah.
I've seen. So I'm definitely looking forward to going back there. And I'm realizing that a lot of their stuff is imported from Japan because I guess Japanese people, they don't like secondhand stuff. So they don't have too much land, so they just get rid of it. They send it to Thailand, Cambodia, the Philippines.
Yeah.
And there's just an influx of used product coming in all the time. I mean, I think pretty much everything I bought is from Thailand or from Japan.
James came in to shock us. Haven't seen him in here in a minute, and he comes in with he says poof. You see that, Steve? You see what James did? He said poof. Look what he did. James, shout out to James. He always comes in surprising us with money. So thank you, James. Well, right on, man. Now that's helpful. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, James is always doing that kind of stuff. So he's by the way, did you get did the Neo Geo Pocket stuff show up to the post office? So I shipped him. He bought a bunch of Neo Geo Pocket stuff for me. James did. And it didn't. I got his wrong address. He has a new address. I sent it to the wrong address, but I noticed it. I was like, because he sent me a message and said, "Hey, that's the wrong address." I was like, "Oh no, I feel so." So I had to do an interception.
Is it an auto harp?
I think it is auto something.
Or is it a dulcimer?
No, it's not a dulcimer. It looks kind of digital. It's got like keys on it. I'm gonna ask him what the instrument is, and once he finally replies, I'll let you know. He knows it. He's a big musician. But anyways, yeah, you can definitely find stuff. So you sell while you're there, though. So tell me how that works, because I don't know if I completely understand it. So Shagun did the video. Hold on. He said, after much deliberation, I freed it from the clutches at the Vile post office. Oh, I'm glad you're able to get it. They sent him to the wrong post office the first time, so I'm glad he's able to finally get it. So you pick up stuff. So he has video where he's showing himself going on the street, kind of like the vendors do. He sets up a little place and he tries to flip stuff to make money. And it's really cool too, because he'll do like funny things like, nope, that didn't work, and then he tries something else. But I want to ask about that. While one of the things you said is you'll be selling it to people in China or Japan. You're more so shipping kind of through nearby, maybe Middle East, maybe, in the same, not continent, but not over the ocean. So tell me how does that work, and how do you do all that? Like, tell me a little bit about that.
So I didn't sell that much stuff from Thailand. I did list a lot of that stuff, but it just didn't sell. A lot of stuff that I bought had a lot slower sell-through rates, and the stuff that I was buying, a lot of times that stuff was available in the US. So instead of them paying, me extra or waiting 2 or 3 weeks for it, they just bought it from somebody else. But the things that I did sell, they all came, or all the sellers, or the buyers, they were in the US. And,
really? Okay.
But the stuff that they bought it for me just because I was the only option of something they needed. There was nothing else listed. So it's super vintage or something brand new. There's some calculators and some remote controls. So that's the only reason why they bought it from me. So that's why I'm realizing that it's got to be something very rare, or the price has to be right. And then the least expensive item was $40 plus shipping. So no one's really going to buy, a $10 or $20 item. I think maybe $40, $50 is going to be the minimum, which I learned this time around.
Your shipping is going to be at least what, $30 probably.
So if it's under 1 pound, like I sent something to New York, or no, as a New Jersey, it was $12 from Thailand.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay.
If it's
as
under
long
a
as
pound.
a certain weight. Okay.
So I think over a pound, that's when it's a big issue. But everything I sold, except for some calculators, they were over. They're under one pound. But the calculators, they paid, I think, $45 for shipping. But those calculators were like $300. So the buyer didn't have an issue with paying extra in that case.
Trey, what's up, man? This is Trey that was sitting. He was sitting in between you and Tyler at the Mexican restaurant. He was on the end. Or also Andrew. So, So, what's up, man? Thanks for coming on. See, that I don't know. I just think it's really neat how you do that because okay. I don't know if I put this on the questions. Let me ask. You obviously. I'm just going to go into this question about YouTube. So, once again, I love watching reselling stuff. Don't get me wrong, but what drew me to you, well, Steve, you know how it is. You watch something, you kind of start going to something else. You start, because there's so much content out there. But one of the reasons I was watching was more of the story of what you were doing. It's kind of like, there's a few people. Ryan Trahan does a thing where he does like a penny. I don't know if you watch him, but he does like a penny, and then he'll sell stuff. And so he's showing an aspect of entrepreneurship, but he's also telling a story about his journey. And so I was watching a story about your time in Thailand and what you were doing to try to fund it there. So whether or not you actually were funding yourself there, you were telling a story of how you would fund yourself. And that's what I found interesting. So I want to ask you, when you got into YouTube, were you saying, hey, I want to do reselling content, or were you saying, I want to do reselling content, but I'm just, I may be wrong in how I'm reading it, but or were you wanting, like, kind of what was your goals in starting a YouTube? Were you more so wanting to, like, well, I know I'm asking a whole lot here. Maybe I should just point out to a point. One of the things in one of your videos you said is that you pointed out how somebody said, I'm not even a reseller and I like your content. And you seemed real excited about that. And so what's kind of your goal in that sense? Like, are you just trying to make a unique reselling content, or are you trying to kind of branch out of that?
I guess when I first started, I was trying just regular content, reselling content, videos, going to the flea market and just showing stuff that I'm buying. And I did go to some meetups last year too, which those were a lot of fun too. FlipCon, and I went to the 127 yard sale. That was a lot of fun too. And then I started experimenting with other things where I was combining. I only made 2 videos, but a what so video. So I made a what so video with The Hangover 2, which was filmed in Thailand. So I went to some of the filming locations and just talked about my what so videos. That way I'm not just sitting in a chair talking about what sold or, and a lot of the stuff that I sell, it's in Denver anyway. So I can't even physically show you guys.
Exactly.
I have to show a photo like, oh yeah, look, this is what, and it's just not exciting, not interesting. I didn't want to do that. So I started experimenting with other things. So I tried that, and that didn't seem like it was working. And then going to the networking events. I mean, it was okay. And then I made I guess that the one video I made when I talked about all bad buys. Yeah. And it wasn't until after, like, that's
that one,
my best performing video. And I'm thinking about, like, how can I replicate this? And I'm thinking about it. And I guess when I'm looking at it, someone who doesn't even know reselling, they can watch that and then still enjoy that video, compared to if I make like a what sold video or just like a standard flea market video. That's not going to get them to watch to the end. But like that video got a lot of attention. I'm like, all right, maybe I'm onto something here. That was my first time trying to do voiceovers with memes and clips and music, trying that stuff out. So I'm like, all right, let me try that again. And especially if I can mix in traveling and reselling, which not too many people are doing, especially in Asia. I'm like, all right, let me combine all these together. And it is kind of like a mini what sold video, but it's only 20 seconds long, 30 seconds long compared to a 20-minute what sold video. So with my goal, I guess, you had asked me a couple weeks ago, what my target audience is.
Yeah.
And
I guess
still
searching that, right?
Yeah, I guess the typical reseller, it might not be my target audience because I guess because of the stuff that I sell, I don't sell any clothes.
Yeah.
No clothes, no shoes. And I think a lot of resellers sell that.
Yeah.
And they're looking for something educational.
Like a bolo type thing or something. Yeah.
And a lot of people are kind of fearful of electronics. And I sell a lot of electronics. And electronics, they're not that exciting compared to, video games or vintage T-shirts or like antiques, for the general population.
Sure.
So I guess and when you look at the YouTube analytics, it just pushes it out to like random people.
It sure does.
Just random people. And I'm like, this, what I'm doing is not really working. So let me, I guess, try to make a video that has like a broader audience where they can like watch it and enjoy it. And that's when I started finally getting into like storytelling. That was my first time really doing it. That first Thailand video, just thrifting and having a goal at the end. First time doing a series, and I guess overall that's probably the most success I've had with the channel overall with that small series.
Well, so that was cool too because it showed you as a reseller. That's one of the things. Like I said, I can't remember some of the guys. I used to watch a bunch of guys, but they'll do like an entrepreneurial. I'm gonna buy this and sell this. I'm gonna show how you can make money, or they'll even show like how to start a small Shopify, or how to do drop shipping. But it's not really about drop shipping. It's about them and how they're getting along with that. So this is kind of, and I know a lot of people. I would say it's a niche thing, and not necessarily niche, but okay. If you want to start getting really popular on reselling videos, here's what you do. I mean, I'm sure you already know. Go find something crazy, right? Look at what I got for really cheap. Show the video, make a thumbnail that's like $5, $1,000 item, something crazy, and then you show that, boom, it's gonna pop. You keep showing how you find really expensive stuff. The video games, I got 20 Pokemon XD Gels for $10. You're just going to blow up. But the thing is you are going to continue, which is good, just getting the people that are only wanting to watch that, which is really good. And people are doing way better than me doing that. But I think that's why I really related to you. Is because you were, willing to kind of step outside of that box and try to say, well, how can I pull people in? Which is a risky move, by the way, because it's a lot of work and it doesn't necessarily, it's hard to build an audience that way. But I think that's the kind of stuff that you're going to build people that are loyal, But I'm gonna pull this up. Have you seen his Thailand videos, Steve? I know you've seen some of his stuff.
I've seen a little bit of them. Yeah, that's the ones I watched. Yeah.
Okay. That's actually
super cool. I think super interesting for sure.
So let me see if I can. So I'm just gonna link one. Well, here's the one that had over 2,000 views. So I'm going to share this. I'm gonna put it, and I'm gonna put it on our. Well, okay. I'm gonna put it on our on the chat. Yeah, so if you guys get to go check it, and if you haven't subscribed to him yet, you definitely need to go subscribe. And then here, I'm coming into the chat now, so I can put it on, and go check out these videos. They were fun. I watched them all the way through, all of them. When I had the time. James saying some stuff in the chat.
I want to know why you didn't. I want to know why you didn't call yourself the Shagan Warrior. That's what I want to know. that would be Shagan awesome, Warrior. Man.
Yeah, you're talking about experimenting, and maybe it's not going to work like the video I dropped today, which I don't think anybody's made anything like that before. This comparison with yard sales. I'm like, all right, it did take a while to put together, but I'm like, all right, it's either going to do really bad or maybe it's going to do really well. But it's something that I don't think has been done before in our niche.
No.
Oh yeah.
Hasn't.
You talking about the one you just did about the different negotiation?
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched that today. James is wanting to start drop shipping bootleg Pokemon cards. She'll make a lot of people happy with that. Speaking of not bootleg, but you find a lot of Japanese games in Thailand, right? And you found some Sega Saturn stuff, right?
Yeah. One of them ended up being the Rabbit game. I found out later it was just a demo disc. So the value of it was about $50 instead of being like $180, but it still sold.
Yeah.
And then I found a Sega or a Sonic not for resale game, and I think those are the only two Sega games I found. I found some Sega guns.
I think I saw one like the light guns or whatever.
Yeah, I found those. But just in general, video games. I mean, same thing in the U.S. Video games over there is hard to find too. And then that's not a replica, and it's actually real.
Yeah. That's right.
Game Boy I found, but not.
I would imagine
not
even more. Probably even more replicas over there, right?
Oh yeah. So I think I brought back 10 video game items.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all.
Yeah. Well, I know Japanese is getting popular. Oh, Bryce, what's drop shipping? If I'm explaining right, Steve, maybe you can help me out. But if I'm correct, drop shipping is basically, see, I just went blank. Isn't it where like you don't really do any kind of like you kind of redirect them to another? Yeah. You kind of redirect them to another site that sells it. When you buy something from a Chinese wholesaler, there you go. Yeah. And resell them for a profit. Yeah. So you don't really touch it. You're kind of like a middleman, third party or whatever. Yeah, I've never done it. It never seemed to be something I would want to do.
Not my thing. Not my thing, man. You wouldn't get the thrill of the hunt if you did that. I'm not into that.
Grease Monkey, what's going on, man? How's it going? Thanks for coming in. Well, let me pull up some of this. We're going to get into a game in just a minute. Okay, this was we kind of mentioned this, but I know I'm asking a lot about YouTube. I'm going to try to word it right. You seem to have, like I said, I think this is one reason I relate, and I put up here to struggle with the same way I do with YouTube. And let me make sure I word it right. You seem to struggle the same way I do, that you don't want to just produce normal reseller content, but seem to be drawn more to the storytelling and bringing people along for a journey. Do you think you're going to continue doing that, or maybe just kind of sprinkle it in here and there?
No, I'm going to continue doing this. I don't want to change the content to, I guess, fit the needs of, expectations of what a lot of, resellers will want.
Yeah.
And overall, I mean, I've only had, I think, like 2 complaints about someone saying you use too many memes or too many clips, which is, I mean, just 2 people out of, hundreds of comments is not too bad. So I still want to go in this direction. I do want to get better camera equipment. And I do want to get better with editing. So this is, the direction I'm going to keep going. I just, just hope that, I find like the target audience and have them go back and watch older videos because even some of those older videos I put just as much effort into, and they're pretty unique. They've never been done before, and I'm like, all right, there's just if I like them, there's going to be other people that like them. So I just I want to keep going same direction and just I guess get more efficient with editing. And trying to balance reselling and coming out with YouTube videos and trying to keep that quality. But I'm going to keep going with this direction. I do want to do like more series, but I haven't thought of anything interesting besides, I think I'm going to do the 127, but that's going to be really short, 127 yards.
Is that like the highway or whatever?
Yeah. So that might only be 3 videos long, but if I can get something that's maybe 10 to 15 videos, that'll be really good. Really good series.
You're always going to get haters when you're a YouTuber. You can't please everyone. That is a fact. Even the people that you think that like you do one thing that rubs them wrong, and they're done. The girl that, what's up, man? How's it going? Thanks for coming in. I'll see you in a few days, I think. Or is it just Kirk that's going to be there? Going to Siege, Southeast Game Exchange. So I'm meeting a lot of people up there. Well, yeah. I would just say keep going, man. You gotta. You know, did you see Cody with a K? Did I send you to Cody with a K's channel?
Yeah. I just started watching him thanks to you. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's, obviously he's a lot more, because see, I tried imitating him at one point, and I was like, that's not me. I have to stop, because you see people and you want to imitate them, and it's like, no. But he's very aggressive, very in your face. But one of the things, there's other like vloggers, but they're kind of like chill vloggers. I don't know how to explain it, but there's this one guy, and he does photography. He's real big on cameras and photography that I watch occasionally, and he's really good quality. But he'll wait till there's like fog, and but his voice is really calm, and it's just easy to follow. And so that's something I would capitalize on, because like you said, I think the biggest thing is maybe just learning the right scenes and the right lighting, and I think that will help just keep the attention even more. But yeah, I love your stuff, man. So I watch every one that comes out. What's up, fellow girl dad? Steve just said, what's up, fellow girl dad? Oh, it's so you're not going. Okay, it's just Kirk and Cannon. Okay, well, you seem to. One of the other questions, because I'm mostly video games. I've bought video games from Steve. Steve doesn't sell as much video games, but you do electronics too, don't you? Or you kind of stepped out of that?
I do a little bit of it. I'm trying to get away from it, but keeps dragging me back in. You know how it is.
Yeah. And now we got him on here, and he might be dragging you in as well. Well, you seem to be a little knowledgeable of video games, because you've talked to me. About games, and you say stuff on the channel and stuff. So when it comes to video games, do you play? Do you collect? Or is it more so just something that you sell when you find it, or is it kind of like maybe something of the past that you remember and it's something you love, or kind of like where are you at, like when it comes to like video games and your view of video games and all that?
So I guess it's two out of those points. So yeah, I used to play a lot of video games when I was a kid. A lot of video games. That was my thing until I was like 19, and I just sold everything and I stopped playing. So I play now when I play with my nephews, and I do have a Switch, which I've had a Switch for 3 years. But when I bought that, my plan was to sell that. But when I got it, the rubber like joints, they were coming off, and this was 2020, and it came with Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'm like, I haven't played Zelda in such a long time, so I started playing it, and I got hooked again. But I've only beat maybe 10% of the game.
Yeah,
and then my brother, he gave me Assassin's Creed for Christmas one year, and I only played like 1% of that. But when I'm hanging out with my nephews, we play Overcooked. We play Dynasty Warriors. But before, I had a Dreamcast when I was a teenager. Had a Dreamcast, a GameCube, Xbox 360. Yeah, and then so like the current games, I don't know, like PS4, PS5. I didn't.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm only becoming knowledgeable of them because I've gotten in that community. But I really don't know I know Switch because of my kids. Funny point, so Steve's a Zelda guy. Steve loves Zelda. And you know what actually got me back into, other than Persona, you probably heard me talk about Persona. What got me also, so you had Persona, and then I played same thing. I got a Switch and got Breath of the Wild. And look at the sword and the shield. That's awesome. What is that, Steve? Just a little figure?
It's a mail opener.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's a mail opener.
That's awesome. The Hylian shield. That's awesome. But yeah, so I that's what, I don't know why I swung a sword there, but that's why I started getting back into games. So I was playing that all the time. I didn't beat it either, but I got pretty far. I think I got to the let's say, I'm trying to remember the Divine Beast, the what was it, the camel one, and then I didn't really play after that. Girlbound Gaming said that's a cool mail opener. I know, that's pretty sweet. Ocarina of Time will forever be the go. I agree, and I know you like that one as well.
I didn't
too.
See what I do.
You commented on something. Make content that sticks out. Make your own stuff. That's why I like picking preacher stuff. Totally different. Oh man, I appreciate it, man. My wife as well. So my wife's doing really good content as well. No, that means a lot, man. But go ahead. What were you saying, Steve?
Oh, no, I was agreeing. I love the Ocarina of Time, man.
Yeah. All right. How do you say? You say Ocarina? What do you say? What do you say, Shake?
I was gonna say Ocarina.
Okay. Do you say Ocarina or Ocarina?
Ocarina.
Okay. See, I say Ocarina. I don't know why, but I guess it's just something I've had since I was kid. Okay. Random question: Ninja Gaiden or Ninja Gaiden?
Oh,
I say Gaiden.
Okay.
I think I guess Gaiden.
See, that's what I always said, but I found out the correct way is Gaiden. But I've always said Gaiden, and I kept hearing people say Ninja Gaiden, and I was like, why is everybody saying Ninja Gaiden? It sounds so dumb. And then I found out I was saying it wrong. So I'm glad somebody else says Gaiden, though, because that's what I say. If you ever need a big brain video game person, I might know a guy. You're the guy that would know. Man, he knows about everything. By the way, have you played any of the Pocket stuff yet? I played a little bit of Metal Slug. It's just so different than the one, than the Neo, obviously, because it's Pocket. And then I played King of Fighters, and that was pretty cool. But it was the whole, just the tiny little cartoony type characters. I wasn't expecting that. Make tacos and make people smile. Yeah, I mean, tacos make me smile. Wes just subscribed to you, by the way. I don't know if you saw it.
Thank you.
Okra Arena? Okra Arena?
I remember the game when I was a kid, Ocarina of Time. And
oh, yeah.
It was just so hard. And I think it was a few years ago, one of the makers, he apologized because it was so hard for making it so difficult.
Yeah.
A few years ago, he apologized, like a public apology for making it so hard.
The water temple sucked.
Yeah,
the boots.
I don't think I ever beat the whole thing.
Yeah, really?
No.
Oh man, I was obsessed with that game. I was the president of a Zelda fan club back in the 90s and on AOL, and we would send out spies to other fan clubs and find stuff. And anyways, we would play the game to such a point to where we would find the like secrets. And I remember one of the things, I don't know if they found it somewhere else, but one of the things that one of the guys in our chat or in our group had taught our group was how to get in, how to use your what is it, the hook, the grappling hook, not the grapple, what was it called, you know what I'm talking about, you shoot out and you grab while you're riding Epona, and then you could jump off from Epona and play in first person view. And that was pretty cool. We figured out some secrets with the anyways with the little time statues. But Masharoni said your wife has better content. Thank you. She probably does. Macarena legit says, "Hey, good to see you, by the way, Jen. Sounds like Macarena, the Macarena of time, the season." Nice. Well, we're going to go into let me ask you one more question, and then we'll go into I'll save that question for later. Guys, we're going to go into our game. Let me read just a few more things. Bryce just subbed as well. He'll be at Siege. The only one that I didn't play out of the box was the Sonic game. I opened up and cleaned it with the IPA. Okay. And it played just fine. Okay, right on, man. Let's see. I think, hey, what's up, man? Hey, I got lucky tonight. I already sent you some pictures. Only paid $160 for the set. I'll have to check it out, man. I saw where you got like some Dragon Ball Z stuff. That's crazy. Hook shot. Thank you. See, my son just told me. All right, guys, we're going to go into and I remember it made that the little sound. I can't make sense. All right. So we play this game on here. Well, here, we'll go ahead. We're going to go ahead and bring it to the stage. Here we go, guys. We have The Price is Right. All right, so this isn't the one. I'm doing it a little bit different today, and the name of the is that you? Oh, I was wondering. I was like, where's that whistling coming from? We're gonna do this a little bit different. You guys are gonna be a team today. Okay. So you're gonna be a team, and what we're gonna do is match the prices to the games, and so you guys will discuss it together. I'm pulling it up because for some reason it got deleted on me, so I have to redo this really quick. But yeah, you're going to match the prices. I don't know if you know, Xbox 360 is kind of like the thing right now. Everybody's trying to buy Xbox 360. The prices are going up, and not on everything, but on certain games. So that's kind of the thing people are looking out for right now. And and people are just buying them just because they don't, I guess, fear of missing out. I don't know. But so we're going to do knowledge on Xbox 360. What kind of knowledge do you guys have on Xbox 360 games?
0.
A little bit.
All right. Well, let me load up these pictures really quick so I can make sure I got it right here. And let's see, make sure I got them all. I might have, let's make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. All right. So let me share the screen. All right, there we go. Tell me if you see that on there. Yeah, it might be kind of. Can you see the prices? So I'm at the
kind of small.
Oh yeah, Z Squared Gaming is collecting all of the 360s. Okay, so here's the. I'll tell you the prices. We got 7, 35, 47, 50, 60, 100, 111, and 195. And I thought I pulled up the games. Hold up. And so these are the 8 games that we have. And so you guys will work together. Why is it not pulling up? No, why is it not? Let me see if I can. Okay, if this isn't going to work on me, I would be so aggravated. It's not working. It's okay. Of course, as soon as I pull this up, let's see. Oh, there. I'm just going to have to scan them over here. Okay, give me a second. It's not letting me just pull it up as I don't know why. That's really weird. All right, so we're going to go through a few games here. So we have a few. If you need me to make them bigger, I think I can. Won't let me make them bigger. Okay, so we have. Can you see that?
Barely.
It's little.
Okay, I'm gonna make this full screen and see if it will do better. It's still kind of small, isn't it? What about in the chat? Can you guys see this? Keith thought EXCC has crashed. Can you guys see it in the chat? Can you see the games that are in there?
I'm looking at it on my laptop, and it's still a little difficult.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what it is. So we have Lost. We have the first Lost Planet. We have King of Fighters 13, Import Tuner, I think Racing, El Chavo Kart, Spec Ops: The Line, Marvel Ultimate Alliance Gold Edition, Family Guy, and 50 Cent Bulletproof. 50 Cent the Rapper, Bulletproof. Okay, Grillbound says he can see him. It's probably just because. Can you see him okay, Shagan? Or
I can see him. It's hard though. It's hard.
Yeah, I probably should have thought of it. I was doing this a little bit different. Hold on. You know what? This is what I'll do. I can zoom in and tell me. Is it making it bigger when I do that?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this is what we'll do then. We'll just zoom in and we'll just have to scroll up and down. Okay, is that better, Steve?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, there we go. Is that a little bit better?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Lost Planet, King of Fighters 13, Import Tuner Challenge, El Chavo Kart, Spec Ops: The Line, Ultimate Alliance, Family Guy, and it's, I forget what it is. Family Guy Revisited? I can't remember. James says, let me grab my bifocals. And then 50 Cent, not Bulletproof, I'm sorry, Blood on the Sand. So we have 195, 111, 100, 60, 50, 47, 35, and 7. If you guys, which one out of these do you think goes on the 7 line? You guys can discuss that. And we'll see what the chat says as well.
What is the fifth one? I forget.
The fifth one is Spec Ops: The Line.
I don't know, man. What do you think, Shagan?
I was thinking either that one or that. Is it Lost Planet or The Planet?
Yeah, Lost Planet. It's Lost Planet.
Yeah. I want to say one of those two.
Yeah.
Whichever one we don't choose should be on the next list. I think you said $11 is the next.
35.
All goes to 35. Jumps to 35.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a big jump. $7 to $35.
Yeah. So which one do you guys want? Lost Planet or?
Let's do the ops one first.
Are we on agreement on that?
Is that the fifth one or is that the first one?
That's the fifth one. The first one's Lost Planet.
I almost want to go with Lost Planet because I think I've seen that game a lot, and if I've seen the game a lot, that means that it's not very rare.
There you
go. I want to say, yeah.
If that's there you go.
Lost Planet?
Yeah.
All right, so I got to scoot it up. I know. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so Lost Planet at 7. Are you guys wanting to put? Are you putting Spec Ops on 35?
Sure.
Or you want to?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Lost Planet on 7, Spec Ops: The Line on 35. You just got a CPAP? Man, I'm using one too. I know, man. We're getting old. It's how it is. All right, so we got King of Fighters, Import Tuner. The next one is 47. El Chavo Kart, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, Family Guy. I forget what it is. Family Guy. It's something with an R. I can't remember, but it's the only Family Guy on Xbox 360. Or 50 Cent Blood on the Sand. James says the 50 Cent game is money.
I was. Is that a pun?
Oh, it might be. By the way, Z Squared does know. Is what?
Is that first one? Is it an anime? I can't really tell. Anime characters?
Yeah. It's a fighting game. It's a lot more. It's like a Neo Geo type fighting game. King of Fighters. It's SN. Is it SN? No, who is it? Is it Atlas that makes it? Yeah, it's Atlas.
I'm thinking it's either that one or the third one.
Family Guy Back to the Multiverse. You're right. That's what it is. I forgot. All right. So what do you guys think? I hear King of Fighters for 47.
Does that work for you, Shagan?
You know that third one. I'm wondering if that's the game that was only available in Mexico. I think
you talking about El Chavo?
Yeah. So I think it might be a little bit more valuable than that.
There you go.
Because I don't think it was released in North America or released in the U.S. I think.
Oh, he was saying King of Fighters for the next one. Is that right?
Oh, the first one.
What were you saying, Steve?
I was saying either that one or the third one, but he's already third. He knew more about the third one. Thank goodness.
Okay.
So the first one works for me.
Okay, let's go with that one.
All right, so King of Fighters. Now you guys aren't cheating, are you?
No.
I'm just messing with you.
We should be.
Yeah. This is price charting complete. So obviously they don't talk about any of the inserts in there or any of the extras. They're just talking about what price charting says. That's where I'm basing the value off of. Yeah, SNK, but I think Atlas was part of this one. All right, so now it only jumps up $3, so it's not a huge difference. $50. We have 5 games left.
Maybe is it the tuner game at this point?
Yeah, I was thinking that or Ultimate Alliance.
Yeah, he said gold edition. Does that
this
make a
is
difference?
gold. Yeah, this is gold edition. It's not just Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
This is tough because it's so close.
I did, man. I made the wait today. We're guessing what price that they're trying to figure out what is 50. If you want to skip 50, you go to 60 or 100 or. So
hey, we can go back. Let's go backwards. You think that one that was released in Mexico is the $195 one?
I think it might be the 50-cent one because
it's the $195.
I imagine they didn't make that many prints of that one. So
okay, let's put that one $195.
Okay.
So 50 cent $195?
Yeah.
James says, I know what most of these are worth, so I'll shut my pie hole. All right. So now we got 111, 160. And at the end, if you guys want to change anything up, we'll give another chance to change it up. So if you decide once you get it all. All right. So 111, 160, and 50. Family Guy, Into the Multiverse, Ultimate Alliance, Gold Edition, El Chavo Cart, and Import Tuner.
So I think 50 has got to be 50 and 60 have to be the tuner and Family Guy, right?
For Family Guy, I wanted to put it at $100 or $111 for Family Guy.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking the Mexican or not Mexican the game from I think it's from Mexico. Interchange one of those. So one is Family Guy.
Jen, they go way more than that. The game I just have the series where I just saved up money for a game that is worth right now over $1,200. So yeah, they a lot of the games go for more than that.
Put Family Guy at 111 and put the one that was the Mexico release. Put it at 100.
Is it like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, now we got Import Tuner and Ultimate Alliance.
Got to put Ultimate Alliance at 60, right? I mean,
I'm watching you, James.
Yeah, I agree.
No laughing, James.
He's not, but he's all right. So, all right. What do you want to do? 50 and 60? Which one?
Let's put the tuner one at 50.
Okay.
And the Marvel one at 60.
All right. So here's what we have. We got Lost Planet at 7, Spec Ops: The Line at 35. By the way, this is the first time we've done a team game. And so the King of Fighters 13, 47, Import Tuner 50, Ultimate Alliance Gold Edition 60, El Chavo 100, Family Guy 111, and 50 Cent at 195. All right.
Depending on how bad we did, it might be the last time we do a team one.
I don't know. It's usually bad regardless. So I'm not gonna chat. Should I give them? I mean, you guys can see the chat, right? So
yeah, I can't see it. Oh, I turned it off.
Chat, should I let them know what you guys are saying? Because I know there's a guy in here that collects Xbox 360, so he's halfway done, so he knows the values. He's got like over 1,000 Xbox 360 games. They said yes. So I'll let you know this. Z Squared Gaming said you guys are off. so do you guys? Is there anything you want to now? Don't just change because he said that. But is there anything that you're not sure of that you might want to change?
What do you think?
What does he say? He said awful.
He said they are so off. That's all he said.
So off.
It doesn't mean everything's off. He's just saying there's definitely.
I was going to say, did we get any right?
You'll give me 850 for Panzer Dragoon Saga. Sorry, man, can't do it. That's not going anywhere. You already have it. What are you talking about?
I don't know, man.
Yes,
you don't have to change. You don't have to change.
Let's just roll with it and see how we did.
Okay,
it's not like you're going to lose anything. All right, so I'm gonna Okay, so I pretty much know what they're at. Okay, so you got the first 3 right. Lost Planet, it's like so it's like 7 something. Spec Ops is 35 something, and then King of Fighters is 47.
Hey, I'll take it, man.
That's better than what it normally is, right? So I got to pull up price chart because I can't remember exactly. There's 2 of these are slightly off. Okay, so import tuner is I had the price wrong, but it still won't change much. So I'm going to move import tuner where it should be. You guys are really close. It should be at 60.
Ooh.
It was actually 65. And then so that should be there. And then so what should be at the 50 is, I believe, Family Guy. So you guys, where did you have Family Guy?
111.
Yeah.
111. Okay, so Family Guy is $50.88. So you got 50 and 60 wrong. What did you have there? You had import tuner at 50 and Ultimate Alliance right here. Okay, and then 100 should be, I believe, 50 cent.
Ooh.
I believe 50 cent. But you guys were close. You guys are close.
Well,
you knew it was expensive. It might be 111. Let's see. Where is it? Okay, no, 50 cent is 111. So you were close. You guys were really close. It was the second best. But El Chavo is right. That is $99.99.
Yeah.
So you guys got 4 right, and then Ultimate Alliance, because it's Gold Edition, is $195. So you got half of them right. So you made it 50. So if you were in school,
that's not bad.
Failed,
that is not bad.
No, I agree. For this game, it's not bad at all. All right, well, that was fun. So what do you think? Should we do more team stuff?
Hey, I'm thankful Shagan was here, man, because I'd have been in trouble.
Yeah. So funny thing, Z Squared Gaming and James both said it. I don't know what it was. I don't know if people were like scalping it or what, but Spec Ops was up to $80 just a few months back. I remember when everyone was talking about it. So that it's kind of like NCAA, NCAA 14, that was selling for like up to $150, and now it's down to $60.
Yeah, that remake stuff coming out right soon.
That's right. Yeah, or a new one. I think it's a new one. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Gulf Coast? Ryan, how's it going, man? Thanks for coming in. So Jen knew. She said Marvel is probably last, right? So she knew. Good job. Thanks for coming in, guys.
I guess I was thinking about the regular edition. I guess maybe that's around $60 value. That Marvel.
Oh yeah. That's that. You're right. Marvel, the original, it might be $45, $50. Yeah, it might be 60. I don't remember.
And with Family Guy, I was thinking about Futurama, because I think the Futurama is like $100 and something valued at.
Oh, Futurama is really expensive. No, it's like $300 something.
Wow.
Futurama is really expensive.
Oh wow.
Yeah. No, Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I think you might be thinking of. Is it 2? No. Marvel Ultimate Alliance is only like $20. There is, I think one of them. Okay, number 3 is $35. Yeah, something.
The original Xbox.
Yeah, probably like an original Xbox or something. Yeah, I know one of them is worth something, and some of the Marvel games go for pretty high. But yeah, I think you guys did pretty good. Oh, Futurama is for the original Xbox. Yeah, but I think it's like $300 something. So I could be wrong. Let's see. Was it Futurama on the Xbox is the $229, but I think isn't there one on the PS2, or is it only Xbox? All right, Futurama. Okay, Futurama on the PS2 is $325. Yeah. So all the sports games. So yes and no, because I just picked up College Hoops 2008, and it's $75. There was a game what was the game we talked about 2 weeks ago with Ryan, Steve? That was like $5,000 or something.
Oh my god!
NBA Elite.
Yeah.
NBA Elite 11.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that was
no. Some sports games are really expensive, like stupid expensive. In NCAA 2K10 on the GameCube, I think is what $100-something or more. Let me see. Jen was asking, are the sports games not that much? Let's see. What do you remember? Which one that was? Do you know which one's really expensive?
I don't.
2K3, 2K NCAA College Basketball 2K3 on the GameCube Gen is $375. NBA Ball. Oh yeah. NBA Ballers Platinum is I think that one was pretty good. Is it just? Let's see. Xbox. Let's see. NBA Ballers Platinum. Ooh, I didn't know it was that much. $648.
Wow.
Just loose is $60. What's up, this nerd? How's it going, man? Thanks for coming on. Yeah, he sent me NCAA. He's one of the ones. Well, cool. Well, last question, man. And it looks like NBA Ballers is starting to jump up too. Do you have that game, Grubbow? Well, let me ask this last question. I think it's fitting for the end. Jen says, where do you check prices without much hassle? So obviously it's not going to be like your top dollar. It's going to be an overall like average price of the market. It's called pricecharting.com. And there's multiple ones that you can do.
Do they have an app?
Yeah, price charting. Yeah, they have an app and all that. So Keith Buster Douglas Boxing Master System. Is that Buster Douglas? I know what Buster Douglas. Oh, geez. Okay. Wow. James Buster Douglas Knockout Boxing on the Sega Master System is $980. Yeah. Yeah. You're going to get probably a more like closer to what it's selling for now. I just use price charting whenever I'm buying stuff because it's just an easier way, and then people can compare. Because like in like gaming, like video games, you know, if you're trying to buy from somebody else, and you know they may look on eBay and see a crazy sold price, and then so I just go for price charting just to get an overall. You know, like if I'm trying to negotiate a deal with somebody, just because you know. Yeah, because there's so many different prices, they go up and down. But that's what I use to get my to list my price. I use sold so I know where the actual market is.
Is the app free?
Yeah. He said that game is awful. I don't doubt it, man. I've never even heard of it. Well, let me ask this question, man. It's kind of good fitting for the end. We're getting close to 10. I guess it's only like 8 year time, right? Where you're at?
Oh yeah, 8. Yeah, it's pretty early still.
Yeah. Where do you see this is kind of a loaded question, but where do you see your channel in 3 years? And I don't just mean like, oh, I'm gonna have 1 million subscribers. I'm like I mean, you can say that, but like, do you have plans like to go that far, to go that long? And where do you see it? Like, what do you hope to be the type of content to be producing? And like what can you expect? Like, people stay with you right now and they follow you from here on out. What can you like tell them? This is where I plan on being, and what I plan to show you in the future, like as I'm growing. Does that make sense?
Yeah. You know, I hadn't thought that far in the future with the channel until you brought it up. But I mean, I guess a few things. One thing is I would like to have a second channel at some point that would be maybe more just like vlog lifestyle related. But with this channel, I would like the production to be a lot better, and maybe outsource and have more of a team or some type of help with this. At least I hope I have help 3 years from now with this to offload some of the work. And I don't see it changing from reselling, because this is a thing that I just love. and I used to do it like just on the side. I worked at Office Depot when I was in college, and I started flipping furniture, and I started flipping like clearance items. And then even before that, like in high school, I used to go to the pawn shops just to go look at stuff because I thought it was cool. And I remember begging them for a job, and they were staffed up. And then we ended up moving from Central Illinois back to Chicago. And right before we're about to move, they offered me a job. So I kind of feel like I'm back in my roots. And even like 20 years from now, I think I'm still going to be reselling, even if it's like a hobby. And I'll still be like making content so people could go back and see, you know, how I began. Because I guess my only regret with YouTube is that I just didn't start sooner, because I'm thinking about some of these situations I was in, and I'm like, oh, I didn't record this. I didn't
know.
I didn't save this. And it's like, this would be really cool to have content on this. But yeah, I think it's gonna continue to be reselling. Number of subscribers, I haven't even thought about a number with that.
That's hard to really determine, you know, because you could be blowing up and then just go stagnant for a while, you know, or be stagnant and then blow up out of nowhere. So
I guess
what kind of camera do you use, Shagan?
Oh, so right now I use my phone, iPhone 13, and I would love to upgrade that and get, you know, some type of Sony camera so the quality is a lot better, and then be able to use my phone at the same time.
So have you changed your settings on your phone?
I have a bit. Yeah.
So you have the close range and the long range. You have the different cameras, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm using what am I using, Amber? Which phone am I using? I'm using the 10 right now, but I'm planning on either getting up to like I want to try to get like a 15 or something. But
you record all yours on your phone videos?
I do now. I used to use the camera, but I'm doing a lot more motion. So if I'm just sitting here, I use this camera. This is a Canon SL2 Rebel. So it's my wife used to do photography, so she uses that. But I only do that if I have like nice lighting and I can sit in one spot. So like scenes where I'm like in the room and I'm just like sitting and I'm talking, like transitioning in between, I use that. But out and about, I use my phone. And and I got that little wired mic that you have. I've been using that again. I kind of like the wired mic more than the wireless. I don't know what it is, but I think because it's quirky. But anyways, Jen said you're close to 2K. Yeah, that's right. So she remembers she's the OG. She's been with me since the beginning. Says lots of Canadians. I did a video with Harry Tornado. That's he ended up sharing it, and so it like pumped me up like 200 more subscribers. But you know, I was saying he's nothing special. He has what 600 or whatever it was. I think it was at that time 100 something K, and I was like, what's that K? Keto Canadian corn dogs. That's just being stupid. And so she said, that's a lot of Canadians. That's right. That is with the K.
Which video did you do with Josh?
So I made one just kind of like, because I was doing like random videos. I'll send you the link. I did one where I roasted his channel, and so he saw it and he shared it. But that's what I kind of like, because if you watch my old stuff, it's when I first start reselling. So I'm doing all kinds of reselling stuff. But within like probably 5 videos, I just went straight into video game reselling, and then now I've transitioned more into like, even though I'm still reselling, I do more for the content wise, more collecting, and so I think I'm going to be more focused on that. I definitely have reselling. What do you call it? Reselling attributes or characteristics, but I'm more so focused on like collecting on my channel now. Yeah, that's right. Just as long as you're having fun. Yeah. It does get up to you though whenever you're going, and it's like, man, what's going on? What's going on with my numbers? Have you seen a slump in the summer on YouTube?
No, I haven't. Because I hadn't posted a video in a month. Yeah. Well, I've done lives, but no. I guess I'll know based off of how this next video performs overall. Hopefully not.
Yeah. I was doing like 2,000 views. And I went straight down to like, I'm like most of my videos were doing like not 2,000, but like anywhere between 1,000 to 2,000, somewhere around that range. And then they went down to like 300 to 700. It like went down to 900, then 800. And then now they're averaging between 300 and 700. I'm like, oh, what's going on? Which is still, I'm not complaining. Those are still good numbers for my size. I'm just like, when you're seeing these numbers go up. But I also know, I bought a $20 $20 Switch, and I made some people mad. And I noticed a lot of people that used to view don't view anymore. But it is what it is. JJ Michaels I don't know if he's talking to me or you. Is your YouTube revenue better than eBay? I will tell you my YouTube revenue, and I will let you decide. My YouTube revenue, other than when James comes in and just gives me, to the lives a whole lot of money, it's my revenue. My average video revenue right now is between $3 and $4. So it's killing it, man. So in a month, I'm making probably $15 to $20 from YouTube.
Righteous bucks, man.
That's right. For like 20 years, for like 2 years, I wasn't making any money. So that's right. Pretty good. So, so if that answers you, if I'm making less than 20 a month doing full-time reselling, man, I'm not doing too good. But no, I don't. I'm not large enough to have good revenue. But even the people that like have over 100,000 subscribers, a lot of people think they make so much money. But most of the people that large are also paying editors and paying. So even though they're getting more money into the YouTube, they're paying out so much. They're not really, they're still doing good. Probably a few thousand. Probably like a full-time job. You like a low-end full-time job, maybe like 2,000. But I guess that would be more of a part-time, right? Like a $2,000, $3,000 a month, which is huge. That's
a lot.
I would love to make that much on YouTube.
Yeah,
but they're also at it. eBay is always better than YouTube. Even Phoenix revenue doubled from my $3. Thank you, James. I appreciate it. Awesome. I really appreciate it. James always giving money. eBay is always better than YouTube. Even Phoenix Resell doesn't get a ton from it. No, that's right. That's what I'm saying. People think they get so much. Now, YouTube, I will say this. If you're a reseller, I'll say this for a fact. If you're a reseller or if you're doing business and your YouTube channel is following that, if you're consistent with it, it will help your business. And the reason being is because it connects you with sellers. It connects you with other buyers as well. And so it just builds your network. So I would definitely say it helps out your business. Steve, did you have any questions before it's 10 o'clock? Do you have any questions before we head out?
No, I've already learned a lot, man. I'm not subscribed, so I need to subscribe right after I get off of here.
Yeah, and if any of you, I know Z Squared, I know you also like resell on the side to kind of build your collection. This guy knows a lot about, like I said, electronics, man. He can like pick up a remote. So in Thailand, I would see him dig through stuff. I mean, dig. And he goes, "Oh, this remote's worth $30." I'm like, "How did you know that?" And it's just like a random remote. But I mean, I guess if you're in that, you know what it's worth. Just like if I was to see a pair of shoes or a type of shirt, I'd say, "Oh, I'd get $25 for that." So yeah. But he has a real knowledge of electronics, especially remotes. He's big on that. So
I guess I do have one question then. How tough is it to deal with the language barrier when you're trying to resell?
So maybe like 10 to 15% of the population, they can speak fluent English. But when I'm trying to buy stuff, food, or, buying stuff to resell, their English is not very well. But what we did was just use our calculators on our phone. So I'll say how much, and sometimes I'll say it in Thai or English. And then they'll put up the number in their phone, and then I'll counter offer and put my counter offer there, and then we always figure it out because everybody.
You ever use that translator on your phone?
I use it every once in a while. Sometimes with like taxi drivers in that situation. Yeah, and then I'll just have it type it in, and then it has like a voice where it says it out loud. But
I'd be so afraid it would say the wrong thing, man.
But if this was 15 years ago, 20 years ago, without phones, I don't know how I would do it without my phone.
Yeah, I know.
Transportation.
Who's that guy who does those videos that goes all over the world speaking their language? What's that guy's name?
Oh, you talking about
the
one that does Chinese? He lives in New York.
Yeah.
Xiaomin.
Yeah, Xiaomin. I love watching his videos, man. They're so good.
Did you see where he went to some jungle in South America or something, or South Asia? Dude, he like gets naked and runs around and hunts monkeys. Dude, that was crazy. That was nuts. I was like, and it was funny because all the ladies, because they're like in those tribes, they like,
they thought he was good looking.
Yeah, they were all like, "Oh, we want to." He was like, "Oh, I'm married." That was awkward. I'm sure
he's got a lot of subscribers, man.
Yeah, he's huge. He does a lot of good stuff too. I know he does a lot of charities as well.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? I haven't seen you in a minute. How's it going? When I sell things local on Marketplace, I often have non-English speakers use their phone translator. Lots of migrant workers here. Yeah. Do you this is the only thing I used to know some. I know Swati Kap. I know for women, for females, it's like Swati. What is it? It's Swati Kap. That's and then men, it's like Swati Kap. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I'm probably saying it way off. But that's
like
about
insulting everybody.
Yeah, but I know Swati Kap, and there's so we would go to a tribe there called the Lahu, and they do like this, and they go Meja. Meja means very good, and so we'd make food and go, oh Meja. So that's about all I know. Meja and this is Wadi Cup. But anyways, is there anything you would want to share? How people can find your channel? My wife, I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna pin it so you guys can link there. But is there anything else where if you want them to follow you somewhere, or how they can check out or new videos? He did just put out a video today, so check that out. By the way, you had Collector's Luck in that video.
Yeah,
I think it sounded like him. But go ahead. Sorry.
Same name on all platforms: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Immaresellit. Trying to put more focus into YouTube, so just come over and watch a video. I try to go live every Sunday at the flea market, and just trying to get better with the content, be more consistent with it, and get better every video.
Absolutely. Yeah. So like I said, you just same name. Just find them on Instagram. In fact, I can just pull up your Instagram right here, and or Amber, do you got that? You put the Instagram too? Okay. All right. Yeah, she put it up there. There's the Instagram. So we got the YouTube tagged, and then if you see it in the pin, you can right click on the pinned message there, and then in the chat, and then here is the. Now I'm replacing it with the Instagram, so you guys can go there. I love Asian culture. One of them being Thai. Question: favorite? Oh, what's your favorite Thai dish?
I probably really like the mukata, which was the outdoor buffet. They bring you this small grill, and there's water on the side like soup, so you can boil the vegetables.
I love it.
And then you can cook the meat on the top, and it's just real chill. You can go there for and a lot of times they put time limits on it where you can only stay like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Otherwise, you stay there a long time. So mukata probably my favorite Thai dish.
Yeah, it's almost like a dome, and you place the meat on there, and it heats up. Yeah, that was really good. Oh, the papaya salad's hot. If it's the same stuff that I've eaten, spicy. Man, I've eaten all kinds of stuff. Did you go to a local place there? I don't know. I think it's a guy from somewhere in Europe, but he's got a chain in Thailand. I don't know if it's in Bangkok, but it's called Duke's. Is there a restaurant there called Duke's? It's not Thai food, but it's real popular there, at least in the area I was at in Chiang Mai.
No. I haven't checked it out yet.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, Amber, put that video up. You know the video? Amber's going to put up a video of our trip to Thailand a long time ago, and there's a video of me eating. It was a type of papaya salad, and it was so hot. It was something made in the mountain one of the mountain villages we went to, and it was so hot. But yeah, she's going to put that up. Well, cool guys. Yeah, go check him out if you like reselling stuff. And like I said, there's a lot of people that follow him that don't like reselling stuff. He's just good at. He's got a very laid back feel, very chill. And he has a lot of fun content. So, but I definitely recommend the series that he did. He has 5 videos?
6, yeah.
6 videos, okay. Where he goes to Thailand and flips stuff in Thailand and finds ways to make money while he's there. But yeah, go check him out. Shagan, I appreciate you coming on. And thanks for blessing us with your presence. And I'm actually going to be reaching out to you soon, something I've been meaning to do about a connection with some other channels. So I'll be contacting you soon on that. But don't sign off yet. We're going to tell everybody bye in here, and then me, you, and Steve will tell each other bye. But the only reason I say that is because one time we did it, and I can't remember who it was. Was it Pro Picker, Steve? He was out. I think, yeah, and I was like, well, I guess he's done. So, yeah. I suspect Keith thinks no, I love spicy food. Where we went, that I eat very spicy food. Where we went, that one in the village was made by locals, and they make their stuff really hot. We had to go do medical work there because they eat such spicy food. Almost all of them had stomach issues. So the doctor that went with us, was explaining to him the spices that they eat in their food is killing their stomachs. That's how spicy they have their foods. So yes, I was sweating and it was bad. Like my body was sweating. It was good, but it was so hot. And but yeah, it's on that video right there. So, yeah, but anyways, all right. Well, thanks everyone for coming in. Go check out, Immaresellit. And this Friday, I have a video. Oh, yeah. When did you say your next video is coming out? GoPro. Oh, are you doing videos
now? We'll see.
Oh, we might have a new channel coming up. Okay. Nice. Yeah, definitely. And I'm going to be having, we've been talking about it, Grillbound Gaming. I'm going to have him on soon. Diarrhea Village, it might have been. When I was there, I would say, try to keep that clean, but yeah, it was rough. But yeah, sorry, we got off the rails. When's your when did you say you got it? Do you have a time for your next video coming up?
No timeline yet, but I'll go live on Sunday. I'll be at the flea market. Sunday, like 8 a.m. or be 10 a.m. Central Time. About 10 a.m. Central Time on Sunday.
Okay, cool. I'll have to check it later just because I'll be at church. But I was able to watch the ones in Thailand because it was like right before I went, and so I'd watch for like 20 minutes or so.
Nice.
But cool.
Nice.
All right, yeah. Well, thanks guys for coming in and staying in the chat, and thanks James for always sending money. I really appreciate it. And yeah, well, you guys have a wonderful night, and we will see you next time.
Hey.
Now it ends. There it goes.